Hello, welcome to this edition of my discussion. Today I'm before the National Industrial Court sitting in Calabar, Cross River State. I don't stay here in Calabar, but from time to time I come into Calabar to attend court here and to also attend the Court of Appeal. And today I'm here again. I've been coming here for several years now, and always an interesting place to be. Now, the purpose of this video is to enlighten members of the public about the powers of this court. National Industrial Court, like the name goes, only attends to industrial matters. It only attends to matters that arose at workplace. So if your matter arose in another place altogether, then this court will not have jurisdiction. So someone is employed and the person is fired from the employment without following due process, without being given fair hearing. This is the court to run to. Someone is employed in a factory, and in the course of working for the factory, he gets his hand, chopped off by the machine. And the company is supposed to take good care of the person, but the company rather neglects the person, as it is common in most of the companies that we see. They neglect the person, and the person is left almost to bleed and die. The person has a right in law to approach the court, and this is the court to approach. We've also seen several states of the Federation where workers, after retiring, they are not paid their entitlements, their gratuities, and every other benefits that they are entitled. This is the court to run to. If you wish to challenge that action of government, you go to this court, and this court has the power to entertain such matters, issues of gratuity, payment of other entitlements to you. If you had a family member who worked with government or worked in any place of work and the person dies before the completion of the person's employment and the person is owed money and you've written letters to the company or to government for payment of the money to you or to your family and they have refused, this is the court for you to go to. Now, when we talk about employment in government establishments, those employments are employments that are covered by law, and therefore due process of law must be followed in the termination of the employment of those persons. If for any reason the employment procedure, the termination procedure is not followed, this is the court to go to. So you can see here in the photograph, this is the National Industrial Court sitting in Calabar, Cross River State. Beautiful edifice, I must tell you, more beautiful than most of the courts that we have been seeing. This is the inside of the courtroom, at least the much that one could video without running foul of the contempt of court, I must say. So these are the tables. These are lawyers in. There are tables for lawyers to keep their books and also keep their bags, their handbags, their wig and gown. This is what is lacking in most courts. In most courts is just one table, one chair, one long bench for a few lawyers to sit, and other lawyers have to carry their bags on their legs, on their hand. I mean, yeah, on their legs, so to say. But this court has all that clearly set out for the judges. I must commend for lawyers. I must commend the persons that constructed and designed the National Industrial Court in whichever state you go. I've attended to National Industrial Court in a number of states, and I have seen that the design for these courts are well laid out to give comfort and to make it convenient for parties, including the lawyers and even the judges, to sit and adjudicate their matters. So back to the jurisdiction of this court. This court also has jurisdiction to entertain disagreements from registered associations. So let's say labor unions in the university teaching hospitals, labor unions in universities like ASU, if they have disagreement among themselves, if a member of this union is aggrieved, the person wants to challenge the activities of the leadership of the union, maybe needs accountability to the check-off dues that they have been paying, this is the only court you can go to. You cannot go to the regular high court. Now, this is a court that came to be following an amendment of the Constitution. At the time of the making of the Constitution in 1999, this court was not created by that Constitution, but it was later amended to give room for this court so as to give a special environment for the entertainment and treatment of labor and labor related matters. So, before now, all these matters were handled by the same state high court, by the federal high court, or by the high court of the federal capital territory. But now, since jurisdiction has been given to a special court to attend to these matters, every matter that arose at workplace comes to the National Industrial Court. Yours truly has done a number of matters in the National Industrial Court in the last 14 years, and I can tell you that this court was well intended, and the establishment of this court is good enough for the welfare and the interest of the workers of this country. It's a fast track kind of court. Cases are not expected to stay here and linger ad infinitum, as we have been seeing in issues like land matters and some other matters. Well designed, and it's a court that also aligns itself very seriously with technology. So someone can stay outside Nigeria and then testify from there via Zoom. This is what so many courts have not done in my country, Nigeria. The state high courts are still far away from it. I've never seen a state high court that allows for such electronic process in the adjudication of cases. I tell you that by the rules of the National Industrial Court, someone does not need to travel from London, from America to come and testify in his case in the National Industrial Court. You stay there, you set up your Zoom, and the Zoom here is set up, and then there is a screen in the open court, and the matters are done. You are cross examined from here, and so on. And that for me is the perfect way to go in the 21st century where technology has made a lot of things, quite easy. It is my prayer that all courts in Nigeria should be well designed like this very court. I'm always impressed whenever I come here. And for employers of labor, um, you need to understand that there is a special court designed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to check what you are doing. And this court attends to all matters from private and public. Many thanks for watching. Always my pleasure.